Hi, I'm Kate Richburg, Director of Education here at Beaducation.com, and I've just run in here into our studio because I've just gotten a question from our customer service department. You know, it's a question they answer a lot for people that call us up on the phone. And the question is, I bet you're wondering, wait for it, how do I add a jump ring to my stamped blank? Well, I'm going to tell you. It's not as hard as you might think. So first of all, with a jump ring, you want to think about how a jump ring is round, like this, okay? You see this? I call this the jump ring ballet, okay? And when you open a jump ring, you don't want to collapse your jump ring down like that, okay? You want to open your jump ring like this. See that? Or like this. You with me? Like this, okay? If you remember that, the rest of it's going to be so easy. So hang on, let me show you the next steps. Here I have my stamped blank, and I've popped a hole in this blank using a hole punch plier, and that hole size is a 1.8 millimeter hole. You can use any size hole you like, but the trick to getting a good jump ring match is making sure that the jump ring isn't too thin and that it fits nicely into the hole. So this 1.8 hole, I have a couple of jump rings here. I've got an 18 gauge jump ring and a 16 gauge jump ring. Now the diameter of the jump ring is really up to you. I like to use jump rings that are somewhere between 4 millimeters in inner diameter all the way up to 6 millimeters if I want a ring that's a little bit larger. It also depends on what you're putting the blank on. If it's a thinner chain, you might want to go a little bit smaller, or if it's a thicker cord, you might want to go a little bit bigger. Let's talk about the anatomy of a jump ring. Here I have a jump ring pretty up close and personal for you, and this is a larger ring. This is actually a 16 gauge jump ring. Now, in order for a jump ring to work like it should, the ends need to be flush. So that means that they're straight across so that when the ring meets, the join meets, it's going to close with a very tight seam. So to get a blank on your jump ring, we need to open this jump ring up. I'm going to bring in my bent chain nose, grab the ring nice and tight, and rotate that ring so that the opening is nice and wide. That opening needs to be large enough to accommodate the blank. I'm going to slide it right onto my ring. And now, just like I opened it, I'm going to go ahead and close it up. Now what I want to do here is, as I'm closing the ring, see how I pass and I open it again? I'm going to do that one more time. Make a pass and open. What that little action is doing is it's work hardening my ring. So when I finally come in to push the join together, it's going to make that closure nice and tight. And see, I'm just rubbing the little ends together, and it really almost wants to snap right into place. Now I want to make sure that it's flush and closed. If I can see daylight through that join, that means that it's open, and I have to go back in and close it up. I want to make sure it's flush that way and also flush on this plane. So check your ring and bring it into alignment. Once you're happy with the results, go ahead and check it, and you can make sure that everything's nice and tight and that your blank isn't going to fall off the ring. Another cool tip I wanted to share with you is the joy of oval jump rings. You open and close them just like you would round jump rings, but the join ends up being on the side, and that really assures that your blank can't fall out.